What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Million Dollar Hair Man. Today, my husband and I went to Target, and I wasn't really expecting to scoop these up yet, but I did go ahead and just grab Sasha for today's video. So I have Bratz Scorchin Sasha. Let me see. She is in her box. I love their like leathery racing outfits in this line. And then these shoes have like the lipsticks on the heels, which is awesome. It's the back of the box. I love this art. It says the Bratz are going full throttle with new looks that are all turbo, no brakes, and totally scorchin'. So yeah, and that's awesome. What good art. Like that's really good art, actually. Okay, yeah, and then as you can tell, sides of the box completely blank. Up top, it does say passion for fashion with little racing flags. And then the bottom, if you want to pause and read all that information, you know, feel free. Also, there's the barcode. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited. These Bratz come with like no accessories. They were supposed to retail for $14.99, but right now they cost $19.99 at Target, which little crappy. But you know, that's kind of how things are nowadays, I guess. We don't ever know the prices of things anymore. But yeah, so these are kind of like budget Bratz. That's why they come in a slimmer box, no accessories. You know, more simplistic outfits and whatnot. But yeah, honestly, at 20 bucks, like, was it really a budget Bratz? Or was it just like a full price doll in a really expensive, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like 20 bucks, it was just a full price doll in a really expensive doll market. That's all. Let me see how easy these are to open. I have really awful luck with Bratz. Literally, I feel like their packaging is so intense. So let me see. Cut some tape. Where does that get me? Okay, that opens the side. Ooh, okay, hey, am I gonna have more luck? Am I gonna have more luck? Who knows? Let me see. No. No, so they're always like really in there. Let me see, what's holding it in? Okay, so it's connected to the top plastic, which is connected to this handle, which is glued in to the other side. Literally, you have to cut like all of their tape to get them out successfully. It's crazy. They really put those chicks in there. They don't want them running off. Okay. Well, I'm actually kind of pleased with the lack of T-ties in here. There's only a handful. There are the 3 T-ties in the back of her head, of course, but, you know, there are these kind that are, like, easily grippable. They're not the really small ones, so you can just pull them, which is awesome. I like to look at the accessories first, and this doll only comes with the one accessory, which are her glasses. Super cool. Super neat. Can kind of see my eyes through them a little bit. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Those are her glasses, if it'll focus. So far, I think all of my Bratz have come with glasses. I do have the Slumber Party Bratz on their way. I know that they don't come with glasses, but they come with sleeping masks. So, like, yeah, I feel like every single Bratz for me so far has come with some kind of eyewear, which is nice. Especially for Bratz. So I don't usually like the eyewear so much when it comes to, oh, that's not true. I don't know. I'm weird about the eyewear with Monster High dolls, but I think it's because they all like have to be, or they try to be anyway, so very like themed and colored certain ways and whatnot. So they look more ridiculous than they do glasses. These Bratz tend to look actually like sunglasses, which is awesome. They're not just like ridiculous shapes and weird things. Ooh, there's a lot of product in this hair. There is a lot of product in this hair. That's solid hair. Anyway, all of the Bratz in this line have just dead straight hair or pin straight hair, which is awesome. It should be, simple as hell to just wash these girls out and, let them dry nice and straight, and they're done. No restyling necessary. All right, so here's that pleather outfit. The jacket, it does not, it doesn't Velcro in the back. It actually does Velcro in the front, like it would if it was like zipped up or buttoned, which is awesome. And this entire line of Bratz actually has like swimsuits, like painted on. And that actually, it includes their bottoms too. Let me see. I don't want to fully undress her because getting them redressed is kind of difficult sometimes. But anyway, yeah. She does have a painted on swimsuit in yellow. All of the girls have them in their respective colors. Like Jade, I think, is green, and so on and so forth. It's the only one it's the only one that I could think of on the top of my head. I think Chloe's in yellow. No, not yellow. I think Chloe's in blue, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, their swimsuits are all in their respective colors. So I don't know if this is an issue with just mine. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So just this foot, it actually, the snap is really, really, really light. Oh, well, there it goes. I don't know. Yeah. The snap is super light. Like it's barely on there. You can very easily just pop that shoe off. That shoe, not so much. But yeah, I do like how high up these shoes are. It says Bratz and then has the lipsticks. And then, of course, they do have holes in the bottom of their feet. I have seen a couple other channels say that they basically order like Bratz stands from Etsy and they're just like platforms with two little pegs. That would be really nice. I think I might do that. Maybe, but I do have a lot of those like regular plastic doll stands that like all of my dolls are on. But yeah, I also did read that some Bratz collectors just stand them because they are kind of meant to stand on their own with their big feet. And they do stand very well. I don't know how I feel about that because I just feel like they'd be pretty unsteady in my shelf. But I don't know, because my cave clubs are all standing on their feet because they've got oversized feet. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just take all their stands away. Oh, that too. I don't know if y'all saw my short, but I've rearranged my doll room a bit. And so because of that, I've got like areas where I plan on putting things. And so my Bratz slumber party, actually I get them on Saturday. So I'm so excited. I will hopefully have a review of them up by Monday. And then my Bratz Scorchin girls are going to go down here. And so I get to remove this placard because she's my first one. Wait a minute. I think her arms are articulated differently. They are. So that's what's so budget about them, is they've got unarticulated arms. I mean, they're kind of bendy a little bit, kind of, but those are unarticulated. Wow. Okay. Do they still bend and snap? Oh, actually, her knees bend and snap better than they usually do. Yeah, they actually bend further back than usual, which I appreciate a lot. Okay, wow. I didn't expect that. Literally completely unarticulated arms. Okay. So that's what makes them budget. I was going to say, because literally they're going out, Bratz cost $20 and aren't considered budget, and they come with like all the same stuff except also a purse. I mean, I guess the outfits of these are really simple. They're just like two pieces and then the shoes. But I don't know. I was wondering why, like what makes this Bratz budget. I see now. She's not articulated. And I mean, that's, wow. Do I care No, not really. I display my dolls. I don't really play with my dolls ever, which is a shame. It's a shame. If you're a grown man watching this and you're in your 30s and you've got dolls, play with them, you know? I don't know. I don't have the same imagination that I did whenever I was younger, so playing with my dolls is a little unrealistic, but I really wish I had that same level of imagination that I used to have as a kid. And I envy those adults that are just like way too autistic to care and just play with their damn toys. I envy that. I really do. All right, let's check her out with her glasses on. Her hair is so solid that it's shoving her glasses around. Okay, there's Miss Sasha with those glasses on. Yeah, so nice. I think my favorite part of this line really is their shoes. Like, I don't know. Those lipstick heels are incredible. And well, kind of. They almost match the shade on her lips. I mean, not really. But kind of. Almost. Maybe. We'll have to see with the other ones. When I get the other ones in the series, I'll see if their heels are close to their lip color like this. But I think they're supposed to look like they match the lips, which is nice. Okay. Yeah, she stands just fine on her own. I really might take away the stands on all my other Bratz. Because why not? So, this is kind of a surprise. Little surprise two-parter. I picked up the Bratz couch because it's Amazon Prime week, right? Or Prime Day, but it lasts like all week. And so this couch, I don't remember how much I paid for it. Maybe like $9? Something like that. It was incredibly affordable. And I figured I started a Bratz collection. I might as well grab the couch. So first of all, it is bigger in person than you probably think. It's, how do I describe it? Like, well, you know about the size of a Bratz doll. Like, literally, it is larger in person than you probably think. It's a good size box. And I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, obviously, it's a couch that has to be able to fit two Bratz, right? So I knew it was probably going to be large, but I don't know. I was a little surprised when I took it out of the box. And that's all I'm going to say. It's probably a little bigger than you might think. That's all. Okay, let me read around this box. It says, furniture fashion just got a makeover. It fits two Bratz dolls. Lip couch. Collect all the always Bratz dolls. Way ahead of you. Fits two Bratz. Lip couch. Style and furniture. Fashions created. Okay. And there's the front of the box. It does have this beautiful artwork of Jade sitting on the couch, which is so cute. And it looks really three-dimensional. And I guess it is kind of, but not really. It's just slightly bent. You see? You see? Because, yeah, it was something whenever I was, like, looking at it, I was like, man, that looks super 3D, but yeah, it's not. Okay, let's pull it out and see if it really does fit two dolls. And I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to put it in my display. Maybe with my Always Bratz because it's like depicted with the Always Bratz. I don't know. Okay. I like this little cutout of Jade. Like, that's cute. Okay, so the bottom has all this like plastic hardware holding the couch in. Well, let me wrestle with that for a minute and see what I can do. Let's drag my knife across it and see what that did. Oh wow, okay. Dragging my knife across it actually kind of worked pretty well. That frees this little cutout. That's so cute. I would save that if I was more of a hoarder. And I'm a bit of a hoarder. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see a need for it or a reason to have it. now that we've got a lot of that tape up. All right, so the things have arrows on them, and we are going to twist them the direction of their arrows. Maybe. Okay. You have to turn them kind of sideways-ish. There's a point where the couch kind of lets go of the clip. Yeah. All right, see, there's two like keyholes in the bottom of the couch that those were locked in place holding the couch. Okay. Okay. Well, it's extremely lightweight. It is flocked also. And that's how like deep the actual couch seat is. And yeah, it's flocked in this red flocking. I am missing just a chunk of flocking on that corner. My stuff is not focusing today. There it is. But yeah, I'm missing a chunk of flocking on that corner, but that's fine. If I touch it too much, it's going to get disgusting. So yeah, it is a hard, really lightweight red plastic that's just flocked. So, and yeah, and it's cute. I'm kind of glad that I paid like $9 for it because I wouldn't have paid probably any more for this couch, to be honest. It's really kind of simple. So yeah, I don't know. Let me see if I can get some Bratz chilling on this couch. Hey, you know what? If you get really creative, I think you could fit 3 dolls on there. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, well there's 2 dolls chilling on the couch. It is like perfect Bratz scale, to be honest. It's perfect for them. Like I said, I have no idea who I'm going to put this with or where I'm going to put this. But it's going to go somewhere in my collection. I don't know. Y'all stay tuned. I'm going to have to do an updated collection tour because like I said, I got new shelves and things are in the works. So I'm definitely going to have to do an updated collection tour at some point. I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video because, you know, super simple. It wasn't a lot to really look at. Guys, we are a little over 1,600 subscribers, which is still, like, amazing. Thank y'all so much. Like, it's just so surreal to have, like, over 1,000 subscribers. It's crazy, actually. I don't know. It's wild. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very, very much. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. It does help the channel grow a lot. It helps us spread. I have a lot of fun doing this, and I would love to continue to do it for, you know, as long as y'all will have me. And but yeah, anyway, no pressure, because like I don't subscribe to like anyone because I'm a bad YouTuber, you know. Okay. But yeah, consider it. It does help a lot. And I'm not going to tell you to turn the notifications on yet. I might eventually. But, you know, just give your boy a sub. Anyway, I appreciate y'all so much for coming and stopping by, hanging out, checking out Scorchin, Sasha with me, and our surprise little piece of furniture. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.